My friends, this is a great time to become a channel member. Every week now I'm posting uncensored videos exclusively for my channel members, along with custom emojis and live streams for members at the arch-villain level where you get to talk to me directly. Please consider supporting this channel by clicking the link in the video description and joining us in our fight to save pop culture. And also, check out our Patreon and Subscribe-Star pages for exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, including Harvey Cthulhu's insane podcasts, photos of my vast toy collection, and members at the Legionnaire level receive a signed photo, membership card, and certificate signed by me. You'll find the Patreon link in the video description as well. Thanks for watching, my friends, and now, on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dicta Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth. And I stand here today shocked and disgusted to learn from William Shatner himself that Star Trek the original series has been butchered on Paramount Plus for the most woke and ridiculous of reasons. Now, I just learned about this very morning because naturally I own the original series on disc. It's in my collection, so I have no need to stream it from anywhere. This is the wisdom of physical media, my friends, and it's why I preach the gospel of owning the things you love in a hard copy. Because the toxic idiots who control streaming platforms these days cannot be trusted to preserve with fidelity and accuracy the media of the past. They don't give a shit about historical relevance. They don't care about entertainment value. In their heart of hearts, if they could afford to do it financially, and if they thought they could get away with it culturally, they'd butcher the movies and shows we love to reflect their own woke modern standards. Hell, they'd even do away with old movies and shows entirely if their bottom line wouldn't be harmed so viciously. After all, it's not a remake if all the copies of the original classic movie are deleted. In that case, the remake becomes the original. Why die hard off of every streaming platform? Stop making copies on disc, wait 10 years, and then boom! Your Die Hard remake becomes the original, and John McClane becomes Joan McClane. It's exactly what Lucasfilm was rumored to be doing with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, killing off young Indiana Jones in the past so that none of his adventures ever happened, then having her pick up his hat and whip, and then Phoebe Waller-Bridge does all the things that Harrison Ford did, becoming Indiana Jones. Folks, this kind of invasion of the movie snatcher scenario is all too plausible. People bitch about endless remakes and reboots, so if the studios could erase the media of the past and start over fresh, short attention spans and memories being what they are these days, their shitty remakes and reboots become the only choices available, and standards are lowered by an acceptable level to facilitate corporate profits because you can't criticize a remake if you don't remember the original. William Shatner's post, describing how every single episode of Star Trek the original series on Paramount Plus has been mangled, reminded me of the following quote: "Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book has been rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street and building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and that process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped." That's a quote from 1984, George Orwell's prophetic novel of a totalitarian future where history is shredded and replaced with a politically correct and utterly false version of the past that serves the aims of the powers that be. Yesterday, William Shatner pointed the finger at Paramount Plus for just this kind of mutilation, and the infuriating thing is, it's such a small thing, but such a telling thing to reveal their agenda, and small or not, the devil is in the details. Yesterday, here's what William Shatner posted, and I will read it doing my William Shatner impression.
It's called presentism, and it was used to wreak havoc on history several years ago, when statues were torn down, books were banned, and things renamed to prove how progressive the world had become. Just listen to my opening monologue on Star Trek the original series on Paramount Plus. They intentionally garbled it on every episode because I say, where no man has gone before. That's presentism at its finest hour.
Oh, for frack's sake, this is unbelievable. You're saying these dickless weasels went into every episode of original Star Trek and purposely mangled William Shatner's opening narration? Because God forbid he should say where no man has gone before?
Hey, listen, Harvey Cthulhu. The woke break out in hives at the mention of man or men not presented in a gay context. They're too stupid to realize that man and mankind refer to humanity as a whole in the conventional terms of the time, and I personally still use it because screw them. It sounds better and is more elegant than they-them kind, or her kind, or whatever these cultural vandalizing pieces of shit like to do it these days. Cultural vandalism is a very real thing, people. I've been preaching about it for years and years and years. This was a hallmark of cultural revolution in totalitarian countries. Destroy everything from the past, all the culture from back in the day, to clear the way for their new approved propaganda, their newly revised history. It may not seem like a big deal, one word mangled out of a TV show introduction, but the ramifications of this are huge, folks. This proves everything I've been warning about for years, that there is absolutely an agenda in Hollywood to pull a coup, to stage a revolution, to wipe out the past as much as they can afford to, and replace it with woke replicant placeholders. Delete or mangle a single keyword, and you completely repudiate entire concepts and traditions. It spreads out like a ripple in a pond.
Yeah. You know, I always thought it was bad enough they changed it to where no one has gone before, because when you actually think about it, it's even worse in terms of political correctness. It's like saying, well, the aliens on these planets we visit are no one. It's calling all the other races and species throughout the galaxy no one. They live there, but they don't count. Only we boldly go, and if we find you, we discovered you. It's hilarious. The very colonialism these wokies despise.
Well, deep thought and reflection are not the hallmarks of these cultural vandals, Harvey. They regularly discriminate against people in the name of denouncing discrimination. It's really something to see. They hate people in the name of hating hatred. My friends, I never noticed this crap with Star Trek before because, as I said, I don't bother streaming Star Trek. I own it all on disc, so it doesn't immediately impact me personally, although in the long term, the impact of this kind of sneaky, subversive shit hurts all of us who care about Western culture, unadulterated Western culture, the stuff we grew up on and love. Even if you don't love Star Trek specifically, this hurts you because it's the principle of the matter, and that principle sooner or later will be applied to something you love. Be warned, there are forces running around behind your back and under your noses, quietly mangling, mutilating, and subverting your history. And I am proud to join Mr. Shatner in sounding the alarm. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.